really bad camera shot, but good morning! It is the 1st of December. It is just coming up for 9:15. I need to Google something super quick. So yeah, it's the 1st of December. Yep, that's the right medication. I have to take travel sickness tablets, and I always get confused between cyclosine hydrochloride and my antihistamines. Albeit, I need to take one of those as well this morning. How are we? How are we today? Today is the first day of Vlogmas. It's the first day of December, and it is a busy day here for me today. Anything that needs to be done in the house, i.e. open up advents and put up the Christmas tree and basically just make this place feel super festive, is going to have to wait. I am waiting to be picked up. Should be in the region of about 15 minutes. I don't even have time to make a cup of tea, which pains me. But yeah, we're off up to Glasgow this morning. I am going to... I'm going to check my emails first because I haven't heard anything about the testnet. Sorry, my sister messaged. Yeah, we're going up to Glasgow today. My dad needs coffee for his coffee machine, and we're just going up to have a nice day. Mum and I will wander a couple of shops while he goes for coffee, hoping I get a tea before we do anything. So see all these people that can't function without coffee in the morning? That's me without tea. I need my cup of tea in the morning, but I specifically need it more in winter time because it's really cold. Today, for example, it is 5 degrees. What does it feel like, though? No, sorry, it's 7 degrees, but it feels like 6 degrees. We've got a high of 11 today, although this is all Paisley. Come Tuesday next week, it's to get to 1 degree. On Friday, it's to get to 0. Oof! Next Saturday, it's to get to -1. Oh, it's going to get cold. What's the weather in Glasgow like? No rain, that's good. It's raining here. But yeah, I better get my bag ready. I have started my Christmas socks. I don't know if I'm going to take these with me today because it's just a bit fiddly making sure you've got the right strand of yarn and then untangling them if they've got a wee bit mixed up. I don't think I've got like separate baggies I could put them into. I'm not sure. If you do 2 at a time, how do you bag them up? Do you put like 1 ball of yarn in 1 bag, or do you put 2 little bags in a big bag? Like, I don't understand. I think this is why I stopped doing 2 at a time. But they're striping up real good. I'm really happy with them. But yeah, I gotta stop blathering. My mum's gonna be here at any moment and I don't have my bag ready, so. Alright, so I don't actually know if there was time or not, but turns out they hadn't left as long as I thought they had, so I made a cup of tea. And of course I had to make it in a seasonably appropriate mug. Scott got me this for Halloween, so I can use it for Christmas. Although this is going to be Bernie. And yes, I'm a child, I said Bernie. Deal with it. I've also munched something so that my medication goes down just a little bit easier. Because, you know, you're meant to eat before you take tablets. But yeah, they're probably going to be here soon, so it's time to get my bag ready and drink up my tea. I've got my coat and my shawl looked out. I've got a hat because it's cold and it's also raining. Yeah, I'm gonna have such a good day today. Can't wait, and I'm so glad I get to take you along with me. So I hope you enjoy as well. Hello, I'm back home. I'm just also very wary that you could fall behind my sofa at like a second's notice. I'm back home. I needed a wee bit of sugar, so I've got some Fanta in my pumpkin chalice, as I'm gonna call it. I got 2 of these for the wedding, and I've been using them. So I hope they look fairly decent when the wedding comes around. If not, I might have to buy 2 more, which is fine. They only cost like £2. Plastic. But yeah, Glasgow was decent. It was kind of like a really fleeting visit, but it was a good visit nonetheless. And I'm now comfy back home, but I do need to nip out to the pharmacy and pick up my liquid iron prescription. Yay! My iron levels have been low for months, and the doctor has been wanting me to try and up it in my diet, which is not easy for me. So basically, they're like, oh, you could up it in your diet. And I'm like, I'm not allowed leafy greens. Like, I'm on a low FODMAP diet. And they're like, oh, okay, what about red meat? I'm not a big red meat fan. Like, I can't stand the smell of red meat cooking. But I will eat a burger probably once in a blue moon, honestly. So, upping it my diet is not possible. And I cannot deal with iron tablets. I just can't do it. My body, nope. So I'm on a liquid iron supplement, which is going to be fine. I should, excuse me, notice a difference fairly soon. But I need to go pick that up. It's been over a week and the pharmacy haven't texted me to say it's ready. So I just phoned and was like, haven't heard anything. Is it just sitting there? Like, sometimes I don't get a text from them. And they're like, we need to make it up, but I've got a bottle here, so I should be able to make it up with this. I'm like, right, okay, so when do you shut for lunch? Like, we don't shut for lunch. But I remember once I went to go pick up my stuff and they were shut for lunch. So she's like, just give us half an hour. So I'm just sitting. But then when I come home, I'm getting into my comfies. I'm gonna put the Christmas stuff up. And I'm gonna start on all the smogs cow. So that's the African flower dragon crochet along that I am doing with Deborah of Diary of a Physicist Farm Gal podcast. And then, so Christmas decorations, all the smogs cow. Is there anything else I was going to do today? Advents. I get to open my advents. And when I say advents, I mean chocolate and yarn. So that's going to be fun. But I wanted to show off what I was up in Glasgow for. So I went up to Glasgow to spend the rest of my vouchers that my work got. And it could not have been more complicated if they tried. So basically the gift vouchers that they got us are e-gift vouchers. The maximum you can put on a gift card is 100, and they were giving us 125. So I had 2 gift cards, one for 100 and one for 25. You cannot combine 2 gift cards on an online transaction. Minimum spend for free shipping at John Lewis was 50 quid. So I'd have had to have put in 3 transactions basically, and then paid for 3 lots of shipping, which I was not willing to do. So when I went up, unfortunately John Lewis in person, their yarn selection is abysmal. Like, they're just not putting enough yarn in the physical stores. And so my first choice, which was Rowan Pure Wool in the Aran weight, the most they had was 5 balls of each yarn and I needed 7. And they had none in the back. The only one they had more than 5 for was the cream, and I'm not good with cream anything. Like if I get an ivory or cream or whatever wedding dress, like I'm gonna need a bib. I'm going to need a bib. But yeah, so I ended up with the West Yorkshire Spinners Croft in this gorgeous Norwick colourway. So it's this really gorgeous blue. It was not my first choice, but it was the only one that they had 9 skeins of. And 2 of them are a slightly different colourway, so I'm going to have to alternate skeins, which I would probably do anyway. But out of the 9, 2 of them are a different dialogue, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of work and people on my street today, and it's like all workies. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, like, also, do you like my antlers? I'm getting in the Christmas spirit. So yeah, I rocked up into John Lewis and I was just looking around and I instantly saw that I was going to have issues when it came to the yarn that I wanted. And thankfully someone came over very quickly and asked if they were able to help. And I was like, okay, so first of all, I do have a query about these gift cards. My work have given me these gift cards and I'm looking to find out if I can do it over multiple different transactions, because I only have £25 on one gift card, £20 on another, and then the rest I will pay with on my debit card. And she instantly was like, oh, John Lewis don't accept those. I was like, really? Because I managed to make a transaction online using the gift cards. And she's like, oh, well, we need the physical gift card. I was like, really? It says here I can add it to my Apple wallet and we should be able to tap it at the card reader. Oh, I don't think it'll work. We need to physically use the card. We need to know exactly how much is on it. I was like, well, I can tell you how much is on them. I wasn't deliberately being awkward, but for every excuse she had, like, I had a comeback. So I don't know if they're not wanting to accept gift cards because they're not getting the physical money straight away, or she just wasn't trained up fully. Because it was at first she was just like, oh, John Lewis don't accept these, and I had the screen open and you could see that I had used John Lewis online. So I was like, yeah, you do. Your store's on the list and I used part of it online. So she's like, oh, well, you'll just have to try and see, but don't expect it to work. And I was just like, right, okay, but if I can add it to my Apple wallet, then surely it's going to work. And it did. It worked perfectly fine. So we put 2 skeins of yarn through each transaction. So I still have like £5 left on a gift card, which should get me a coffee. Well, I say coffee. Should get me a tea somewhere. Or a bite to eat. So I thought that was a bit weird. So I don't know if they're just doing it where they're just like, we don't want gift card money because they don't get it straight away because they've got to go to the merchant where the gift card's from, yada yada yada. But I managed to get it. I've got 9 skeins of this Worcestershire Spinner's Croft, which is very nice in the squish. And I should find out if I've been selected for the test knit today. If I've not been selected, that's absolutely fine. I'll just wait till the pattern comes out in January because it's a pattern I really, really want to make. And this is the Dorney sweater by Rebecca, which is the.creabea. She also has a podcast, which some of you may already watch already. She's a very, very popular podcast. So yeah. But yeah, I love my little antlers. They've got like a wee mushroom, some flowers, and then the actual antlers. And they're just little clip-on hair clips. But yeah. Happy to be home. Glasgow was busy. Lots of people on the street trying to stop you for charities, which I just can't support right now. And it was just very busy. So I'm happy to be home in the peace and quiet, but I did have a lovely time out with my parents. So I'm going to have a wee bit more of my juice, and then I'm going to head out to the pharmacy. I will be a bit gutted if I go out and they gave me the wrong information and they are closed. Because they close for a full hour, but I only live like a 10-minute walk away, so it's not ridiculous. So I'll nip out, get to the pharmacy, pick up my prescription, come home, and then I'm going to get into my pyjamas. I'm not going to lie, I'm going to get into my pyjamas. I am going to stick on some Christmas music, and I plan on putting the decorations up first. And then once that's done, I'm going to start the African flower dragon, and then I will do my advent, because I really want to start the small African flower dragon. So that is the plan of action for the rest of today, and I've realised I've now waffled on for 11 minutes in this clip alone. So like Vlogtober, the first day of Vlogmas is going to be a long one, so buckle in. Okay, so I have put our tree up. It's nothing special. I am terrible at tree decorating. I have got out my Christmas housecoat, dressing gown, whatever you call it. I love this thing. The only thing is, like, I don't know where the the waistband is for, so I get nothing to kind of keep it shut, so I might get some snaps or something. So it's time to open my advent calendar for this year. I have got the Amo Yarns advent calendar. Becky was gracious enough to let me pay it up bit by bit because I just couldn't afford to buy one outright. So here we go. I got the DK weight one. So we're going to open number 1. And we have, just because the light's that way, I just want to make sure. Tonal, almost solid black. I don't know if you're going to pick up on the tonality of it because of the way the light is. But that's a real interesting start. So I'm going to... I don't really know how to... Should I just leave the door open? Oh, I can take the door off, can't I? There we go. I've taken the door off so I know it's done and I don't get confused. Unfortunately, when I received this in the mail, I'm pretty sure Royal Mail were a bit heavy-handed with it. Some of the doors are a little bit damaged and open, but I'm not peeking, I'm not cheating. But it is just a shame that it's happened in transit. So I got the DK weight one, pretty sure I got the 20 gram DK weight one, and my project that I'm going to start, hopefully if I don't need the main colour, well, contrast colour 2 I think it is, for the neckline, the hem and the sleeves, is the cat vent. Where's my phone? You're under my phone, I can't show you. Right, let's get my iPad. So I have the cat vent, Ravelry. Why does it always log me out? It always takes forever to log back in. I've had Christmas music on as I've been decorating and put some stuff up. But honestly, our tree is nothing special, and we do have 2 small 3-foot trees. And normally I would put the other one in my office, but to be perfectly honest with you, I can't be bothered. I just want to sit on my butt. So I got the Cat Vent Sweater by Marna Gilligan, which is this one here. And that is, it's designed for Advents. It's designed for your Advent calendar. But if you have a 4-ply one, you obviously have to hold it double because it's a DK weight sweater. So I'm going to have a look into how this gets started. Because if it starts with the contrast colour 2 that I need, I might need to do a provisional cast on. And then like go back once the yarn has arrived. So yeah. The only other thing I need to do today is open my chocolate advent calendar, but I'm not really in the mood for chocolate. I've decided to have a wee mince pie. I do like a good mince pie, not gonna lie. And I think I'm going to watch Teresa of 33rd Street Knits podcast. She went live this morning, but it was like an hour before my alarm, so I missed her going live. But yeah, I'm just happy I've got the tree up, I've had my Christmas music on. I took my antlers off because I had to go out to the pharmacy, pick that up. They've given me the weirdest flavour of iron supplement. It's chocolate and peppermint flavour. Not sure how I feel about that. Don't know how that's going to go down. And I've got 2 different bottles, 2 completely different brands. One doesn't say what flavour it is, and the other one says it's chocolate and peppermint. So this could go real bad. I'll let you know how that goes.
Still getting advent calendars. Don't even care.
Okay, and now onto mine, albeit it's going to be a wee bit harder to open up because mine has a cellophane wrapper on it. Boop, boop, boop. So I'm not being funny, but trying to find number 1 on this was pretty difficult. And I'm going to zoom in and show you where Scott managed to find. Let's see if I can find it again.
And I've got partial colour blindness.
Right, there it is. So, can you see that? Just right there. You can see it real good on the screen of my camera, but see if you're looking at that with your eye, it's really difficult to see some of the numbers on this box. Like, the placement of some of them, like that 16, not the easiest to see. And then there was another one I really struggled with as well.
You know what we say to that then, babe? You get free reign to open it however you want.
I don't think that's how advent calendars work.
As long as you open 24 and or 25 boxes, depending on the amount, open it however you want.
Do we get a chocolate, like, have we got a chocolate bar for the 25th? Mine? I don't.
I've got 24 and it's a big one, so...
My 24 is the exact same as all my other ones. So I think I need to go to Asda and
my
get...
24 is...
Oofed. Double your normal.
That whole square up here, so it's either one big bit or it's like a small packet of like something.
I think we should go to Asda or somewhere and get ourselves a bar for the 25th.
Okay. You realise we want to go like the 23rd though? Cause
Oh, I'm talking the next time we go to the shops, but I know you can't
that
keep
ain't
chocolate.
lasting with me.
You can't keep chocolate for very long.
I can't keep food for very long, let alone chocolate. I buy chocolate in the next 24 hours, it'll be gone within the next 11. Yeah. I'm going to go backwards in time and whatever. If I buy chocolate tomorrow, which is Friday, it won't last till the weekend.
I'll hide it from you.
Good luck with that.
Say bye, babe.
Bye, babe.
Number 1. I get a Grianaig. Doo-doo-doo.